some crowds in New York, they throw things at me. You wouldn't do that, would you? How many people know what noodles are? Zucchini noodles. Zucchini noodles. Does anybody make them, buy them? Okay, anybody like the idea? Yeah. All right. So, basically, if you're a diabetic, you're healthy diet, gluten-free, these are your noodles. Saute that in garlic and olive oil for about a minute, put your sauce on it or anything else that you do with spaghetti, and you have a healthy pasta. If you turn that over, you got a peeler and a slicer. Now, I do things, and we do things with these tools you can't do, and you probably never even think about doing. Take a pineapple. How many people like pineapple? You take a knife to a pineapple to peel it, guess what? You throw half your money away. Not only can you peel them, you don't waste it. And you can slice it. I haven't heard a wow like that since I was a dancer in Vegas. Now, I'll tell you about that later. You can even slice that, and that's a soft pineapple. By the way, everybody knows what this is. Anybody eat butternut? Do you peel it or do you bake it? It's too hard to peel, right? Yeah. Do me a favor, hold that. I'll hold this, put it right there. Low pressure and pull. Is that easy? Yep. And watch this. When you get that peeled, and that'll go right around, because that blade will swivel to go around the little corners, now you can slice it. That's why I have this blade made in Germany. I've been using the same tool for 3 days, and some people say 3 days.
How do you sharpen it?
I'm going to get to that. You don't have to. But if you go down to a little corner store called Trader Joe's, that's $15 in a bag. I'll answer that question 2 ways. Folks, if you feel that you ever have to replace it, and if this was your best knife, right, and I borrowed it, and walked into your house and did this with your knife, you know what it would cut? Nothing. That would take a $300 knife, dull it instantly, a cheap knife, ruin it. I do that 100 times a day. I use the same peeler. It's the only ones I got out. And I peel a soft tomato. And I do that hundreds of times. What would ruin your blade doesn't affect mine. You couldn't do that one time without the wood, with your best knife, new. But for any reason, I'll replace it. ShopRite, when you buy them here, ShopRite and me have an agreement, and we're doing a test market. I'll replace it free if you send me a picture and ask. You got the websites with you. Now, one last thing. Is anybody left-handed? Left-handed people have to switch hands. People that are right-handed, everything's made for right-handed, 90%. That'll work in either hand, forward or backward, righty or lefty, either direction. And then if you bake, do that with coconut, chocolate. And you know what? Do that with cucumbers, carrots, and beets. Down at that little other corner store in Walmart, that's $5 in a bag. Is that pretty neat? How many people feed 3 or 4 people in a house or more? So if you buy shredded cheese in a bag, if you use this to shred your cheese, I'm going to tell you what, folks, you'd save $1,000 if you got 4 people or more. And then you can slice it. That's simple. Any kind of cheese. You could do pepperoni and salami as well. You can do this for an Italian antipasto salad, or you can slice it for a cracker. So that's our first tool. Blade on everything we sell you or give you. The blades are made in Germany. That's why it can do all that, and that's why I give you the guarantee. Now the dishwasher's safe. Everything but the blade is made in China, but we have people and teams assembling everything.
You get a little tool to clean it like
That's a little brush, yeah. That will clean anything. If you don't wash it and you leave it in the dishwasher 3 days before it fills up and then you wash it, something might dry and stick, use the brush. And if you lose that like I do in this pile every day, just use an old toothbrush. If you don't have one, just don't tell them. But thank you, sir. That right there, you laugh at my jokes, you pay less. That's a German knife attached to a cutting board, looks like a scissor. Open it like you're breaking a wishbone, and listen. You hear a click? Now you can take that out. Does anybody have a German knife at home? You don't believe me, go Google it. The world will tell you they're the best. That's cut 300 or 400 pounds of food here in the store, and it still slices a soft tomato like that. Now when you put this in, and raise your hand if you eat butternut or you eat butternut or prepare it. Anybody know how hard that is? I'm going to show you something. And I guarantee you, just so you know, feel that. Is that hard? You watching? Because you don't want to miss it. You couldn't do that if you baked. I don't care what you're going to do, but squeeze that, man. Tell everybody how that is. That easy? Now I want you to watch everybody's face, because if you can't do this, stay away from fire. 300 or 400 pounds of food and it cuts like that. Sir, you're next. These are great if you're working on the grill, camping, hiking. Sir, ma'am, step up. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. She's doing that little thumb squeeze. Here, I'm going to give you another tip. I'll show you 2 more things and then we'll get to the prices. If you do that over the pot, pan, and bowl, nothing falls on the counter, so you have less to clean up. That's a soft peeled tomato, cuts clean. And you know what? Watch this. You want to chop something? I don't care if that's a chicken, a ham, turkey, score it. The more times you do that, the smaller the cubes. And have a bowl underneath so you don't have to clean up. Now I got one last thing. You like pineapple, guys? Now it's that, thank you, sir. I do that to impress you. Now, if you're making soup, salads, stuffing on a holiday and you gotta dice that celery, watch this. Take that, split it down the center after you stack them. Stack 3 or 4 if you got a big family. I know that's a lot easier to do than what you're doing at home for dicing celery, am I right? And what made it famous, and I'll thank you for your time, what made it famous is when I went to Germany, I met the inventor of these 2 products in a show in London, because I worked in 7 countries before COVID. And he said, I'm on a live cooking show in Germany doing this over a pot cooking of soup. And we sold 1 million of them in a month after that show. And you know what? When you get near your fingers, you can have one of 2 choices. Stop, let somebody else hold it and you cut. No, take a fork or a knife. Hold it with that, cut with this, and you're all done, you don't worry. Meat, fruit, cheese. Now this is important, because I do the State Fair here in New York and all the shows around this area and in a few countries now. And the number 1 phone call I get after people buy it, and I'm gone from the show and I'm not there, they call me up, what do you think that question is? How do you open it? It's a child latch, squeeze to release or lock. And slide it in that caddy and mount that on the wood top above your knives. Slide it in and out. Put a little hook in the wood block and hang that next to it. And your knives will be below and that'll be on the side. So here's my deal. Does anybody have a question? I know that you guys, and I compliment you. You guys are always here. Let me finish without jumping in with all these questions, because everybody wants to know one question. Thank you. So we got invited here. I manufacture these. I've been selling them for 15 years. I've been manufacturing them for 10. And I can guarantee you this. You go to the website and you can verify. I've never had one that was returned. I've never had anybody not be able to use them. They're that easy. I let you guys use them. That's why. So when I leave tomorrow at 5 o'clock, the product comes with me. You can't get it. We don't leave it, and it's not on the shelf. So if you seen the demonstration and you didn't get one, you come back. You're gonna have to order it. Online, that's 30, that's 40, that's 15. It's 85. It's 100 shipped to your house. Now, if you get one here at the show, just like at my shows, ShopRite, wanted to know what do I sell them for to the public, and I told them I sell each tool for $30. So they agreed. That's good. What is 30 and 30? 60. You had a knife, you had 10, 70 plus your tax. Me, I round it to 75. Here, it goes, you pay through the register, whatever the sales rate is, it might be lower or bigger. But ShopRite allows me to do a few things. Usually early in the day, I kind of do it sporadically when I want to. I don't like rules. So it's still 30 if you want one or the other. But folks, if you do take one now and you go up to the register and pay for it, everybody this demonstration, I'll save you $35. You make it $40 for both, and I'm gonna give you a knife. Is there a fisherman out here or anybody know what a fillet knife is?
I know it.
If I did that to your best fillet knife, there'd be an issue. Now she's already shaking her head. That would have snapped the
I work
tip.
in a deli, yeah.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, my knife, I've thrown it into that board just like I peeled that board 1,000 times. This is why the fishermen like it, just for this one cut. And comment, is that a good fillet? Well, that one is just, you can't do that with any knife. This one, just showing off. That one, yeah, he's really sticking it to them too. I'll tell you what, great steak knife. I sell them in my shows 3 or 4 at a time for steak knives, and nobody is gonna take that knife and pass it off as theirs at your dinner table, that color. So that'll be free, and we got a beautiful set of directions, instructions. Folks, half the people that I hire, I've never seen, met, okay? I train them with that, on that website. I train them how to do this. So if you do buy them as gifts, send them, give them this, inside, tell them to go to the website. They could be able to sell these and know how to use them in 20 minutes. So if somebody never seen these, you give it to
We
them,
could just take these two right now.
I'll give them to you, yeah. Now in between,
How much are these for both?
40 bucks. You just
40
scan the SKU on the bottom. Yeah, you can go through self-checkout. And if you don't get them,
I
now
get one of these.
that's in between the 2 boxes. Yeah.
Oh, the knife is in there?
You do want one?
Good
You
job,
don't-
man.
Yeah, the knife's in the red box.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Good job.
Thanks.
On
man.
these ones that are taped together. Yeah, scan that right at the self-scan, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. For 40.
Yep, 40 bucks. I handed it to him.
Oh. You want one? Don't you threaten me, sir.
Thank you.
You got it, man.
Okay, so we're getting all three.
All three of them.
these sold.
And these are folded up in between.